Yo, okay. So a side piece that I've gotten into is investing. And it's investing time, money, effort, whatever means that can go ahead and produce you something like an asset in the future. Assets are basically just things worth value. And so there's a few things that I've gotten into in terms of financially investing. And I'll go ahead and list a few off. Now, keep in mind, I do have a day job. Um, I consider that my active form of earning money. There's other forms of active means to earn money, but there's also like passive ways. And after talking to, for example, like if you watched my last video, you heard me talk about that story where I met the owner of a club, and he talked about the way to become a millionaire was through passive income. And so there's tons of means of that, which is what I started dipping my feet into to go ahead and get those passive means and be able to make more money, make a better foundation for myself, my future and all that stuff. The passive means that I started are investing in the stock market. Not just penny stocks, like those are a little bit more active in terms of like you have to really monitor them and be quick about, okay, make the value, all right, pop out and then move somewhere else, rotate them, flip them a lot. That comes along more along the lines of day trading and stuff like that. But active is more like stable stocks, even ETFs, bonds, stuff like that, where your money will sit there and not just sit there like in a savings account. It can like make you money. Another passive means would be like the vending idea, where I got from the owner of that club, where he talked about he owned those arcade games, those vending machines, that stuff like that. And those are passive means where you literally make money in your sleep while it's going on. Also, a more passive means would be investing in Bitcoin. That's something I also started recently. I've been doing pretty decently at it, and it's something that you monitor sometimes, but not really. It's also based on more so theoretical values and stuff like that, but it's something that I trust and I think it's a good investment, and that's what I put a little bit of money into to see what happens with it. Another passive means is I use Acorns, I use Wealthfront, I use Cash App, I use what else do I use? But yeah, all of those are good ways to passively earn income over a long period of time. The active means that I was telling you about, the main two that we use are selling stuff and your day job. So my day job is, as you know, like I'm an officer in the military, and that money is good money. But what I like to do with my income is use it to fuel more dreams that I have in the future. So whether I want to go back to school, or I want to do something like that, or just help my family, or one thing I really love to do despite it being a pandemic is I'd love to travel. And so I like to use those to fund those means. And so yes, I have bills like everybody else and stuff like that, but if you can have passive forms of income, not even have to use your paycheck to fund those bills and all that stuff, you can use the money you make off your side income, then why not? Why not do it? And so all it takes is just a little bit of research, a little bit of time, effort spent into investing back into yourself, and you get to reap the benefits. So one thing that I really have gotten into, and I've been doing it for a few months now, I just decided I want to make a video to show like anybody can do it. And this is more so targeted to the beginners. Listen, like if you're afraid of taking that step, like the main things you need to focus on is doing your research, making sure you find something that's towards what you want to do, making sure you have goals in terms of what you want, what kind of foundation you want financially, and making sure that you talk to the right people. Don't just go in blind, ask questions, so you can get results and you can make money, because anybody can do it. Anybody can put themselves in a position to where they can be better off in the future. And just keep in mind, there's never nothing wrong with investing in yourself. You take your time and effort and your hard-earned money, reinvest it into something that matters, which is your well-being. And that's pretty much it. I can tell you real quick about some future active and passive plans that I have. In terms of active, there's apps and stuff online all the time. There's an app called Macari, I think it's pronounced. There's an app called 5 Mile. There's an app called Offer, Buy Up, and there's apps you can use to like sell your old stuff. So for me, I have a ton of shoes, as you can see. What I can do is I can sell like all the shoes I don't need, like just on those apps, and just put them up, Facebook Market, whatever. Like, get rid of them. You don't need them. They're just sitting there. You might as well make some money off of it, even if it's something cheap. Like, let's say I had shoes and I sell them for $20 each. They could be brand new, whatever. Yeah, like, what do I need them for? 5 pairs of shoes, $20. That's $100. Is that not gas for the next 4 weeks? You just made $100 that filled up your tank for the next month. Another active means could be DoorDash. You know, there's no shame in chasing a bag. Like, go do DoorDash. Give yourself a week straight of doing DoorDash and see if you make up enough money to not only pay back the gas that you spent, but also take yourself out to a nice dinner or something like that. Buy you whatever thing you wanted, or you can put the money away in investment funds, or, you know, maybe that can be your start in the stock market, that $100. One of my favorite quotes is by 50 Cent. He's one of my favorite rappers growing up. But I like the quote because it shows like that drive. And he says, "You're not making money unless you're making money in your sleep." And I was like, bro, that's gangster. Like, that's when you know you're really making money. When you don't even have to work, when you're still making money. And that's, you know, something that I want to get to. I want to be on it because I want to fuel my dreams, fuel my brothers and sisters' dreams, fuel my family's dreams, and I feel like I have the means to do it, and so I want to make it happen. The passive means that I was telling you about, of course, like making sure you have like a really solid savings plan. I do recommend, you know, Wealthfront. I recommend that app a lot. It's a great brokerage, online brokerage system that takes your money and puts it into proper investments, and they sort of it's like an automated system that can manage your money for very like small fee, and you're making money while having an investment account with them. I recommend Acorns. That's another great one where basically it saves basically pocket change, essentially. What you can do is you can put money in every week. Let's say you want to put in $5 in the account every week. Okay. And then what it will do is when you make purchases, since it's linked to your bank account, let's say you buy a pack of gum for $1.50. It has the option to round that up to $2, and you take that 50 cents and put it in your Acorns account. Like, I started it back in maybe like the beginning of December, or maybe like the end of November, and I already have like $200 saved up from that, just by doing roundups and putting in maybe $10 a week. We're doing roundups from purchases and stuff like that, and the money adds up. You don't even notice it; it just sits there. And so it's nice to have those two investments. Of course, Bitcoin. I buy that through Cash App because it sort of gives you the direct license to own that actual Bitcoin versus like you buy it in like Robinhood or something like that. But cryptocurrency is something I'm interested in. Not everyone is interested in it, but I like to look at things from like a visionary perspective, and something that idea of cryptocurrency is very interesting to me. It's something I don't mind investing in, especially if it has a projected like growth rate. The way it's projected right now, its growth rate is like astronomical. Of course, I keep money in an emergency fund to make sure that, you know, if anything goes wrong, I have the means to take care of it. And of course, you know, I have my active means, you know, the paychecks and stuff like that I use to just make sure I have my solid foundation. But that's pretty much it. You know, this channel is not going to be an economics channel. I'm no expert about economics, but I just wanted to show you guys that anything can happen. Anybody can manage themselves well, put themselves in a solid foundation to the point where they can, you know, be better off than themselves. All it takes is research, a little bit of time, effort, and not being afraid to take your money and reinvest it into yourself. And be very disciplined with it. Like, have those goals in mind. I'm constantly thinking about goals. I always text my best friend. We text each other every single day. And I always ask him, "Hey, did you make any money today?" And it can be from anything. It's not, oh, his paycheck. Oh, no, I don't get paid till next week. No, no, no. It's, did you make money today? It's, oh, well, actually, I started working on a YouTube video. And, or, oh, you know, the stock market's looking good. Or, you know, I saved money on this. You know, I didn't eat out today. I cooked at home. Stuff like that. You have that mindset of, I want to be have a solid financial foundation and be financially disciplined, and this is what comes from it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I'll leave all like my referral links down in the description, so that way, like, if you want to get started, you can use me. You know, if you want to go to Robinhood and get your first free stock, you know, I'll put a link down there. Wealthfront, like, if you want to start an investment account through there, if you use my link, we both get like the first $5,000 invested managed for free. So that management fee I was talking about earlier is gone. You can use the Cash App link and get some money off of that. I think there's like a rewards program for using the referral link for there. And Acorns, I think there's also a reward there. You get like $5 or something like that to start off. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my take on my financial situation. Goals I'm gonna keep it updated, like, you know, maybe once a month. Just post like, hey, this is my update from here, this is my update from here, blah blah blah. But yeah, thanks again for supporting me. You know, I really hope everyone just get your bag, get that good foundation in 2021. Like, we're gonna get after it, and I'm gonna keep posting videos, so keep supporting me. I really appreciate it. All right, peace.